Today, my birthday present has been ALTURAS and the lake. What's the name of that lake? Garfield? Garfield Lake. My birthday present has been the ability to wander through ALTURAS, an area that I have been intensely aware of for the better part of 3 years. And as Sweet One says, does a farmer plow and plow and plow? You guys want harvest. You want harvest really fast. But for harvest, it takes plowing and plowing and planting, and it takes pruning and watering, and it takes weeding, and it takes a lot of patience to have wonderful harvest. And your job is planting seeds and watering the seeds that have been planted and are growing. So even though I haven't planted any human seed that came alive, I sure can care about the ones that are alive. And I can be the father that nobody was to me. I had some fathering, but I wasn't told peaceably about the world powers. And I wasn't told peaceably about the churchianity that refuses to follow the simple rule of keeping men open-hearted and honest around communion, before communion, men open and honest before prayer, before worship. Is there anything on your heart that needs to be exposed? Have you chosen to do a thing that is not healthy or fresh for your soul? Is the invisible friend asking you to do a thing that feels difficult or impossible? Are you shirking your responsibility or refusing to care for individuals that are under your jurisdiction? Do you feel that your family is avoiding any of the things that Jesus has taught? What do you feel that we as a family, actually we as a family group, because we're a group of brothers with families, looking out for each other, not just one family, because one family can have wicked spirits camped out over it. And the people can be completely oblivious to the obvious spirit that's sitting on the family. It's a cluster of men, a cluster of families with many women who have the Holy Spirit and can ask the difficult questions of the men. That's ecclesia. Ecclesia is a gathered cluster. It is written, when 2 or 3 of you family men and all of your people, many elders, many women, many children, many employees, when you family gathering of people, of men and families, come together, there I am in your midst. This is a relatively enormous house that is truly underutilized. And its potential and the potential of this territory is amazing. There's a tiny little cottage on this territory. that is calling out for restoration. It reminds me of the shotgun shacks and the cottages in Louisiana. A family team working on that little cottage could turn it into a marvelous little residence for one more family on this territory. Do city kitty 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 kitty. Everywhere I go, I see potential. But are there women who are willing to stand up and say, I want the men to be honest with each other and be a communion group? I want the whole family to respect the men and the seed of the men in a cheerful and happy and respectful way. I want the men to be who they are called to be. Yeshua says, men, let your gentleness be evident to all. And the elder, the sent one, says, remember, we were tender among you like a mother, not putting burdens on you, but serving you and nurturing you. That is the reality of the men.